This is the sixth and final video in our introductory performance coaching series. Last time, we went over how to get specific agreements for what your associate would do differently in future interactions. Now, it's time to quantify expectations and agree on follow-through. It's not enough just to ask someone to work on something. We need to quantify expected outcomes and circle back and see how it went. Why? Because following through is how you show team members that the things you discussed matter, and that you have an expectation that they try and apply the approaches agreed to. And that's how you get a return on your coaching time investment. Think about it like this. If every time your leader asked you to do something, you put forth the effort to implement it, but then it was never brought up again, how do you think you'd feel? You might start to think it didn't matter what you did, and that's one of the reasons team members become disengaged. So how do you get maximum value out of the time you spend coaching? Well, after getting specific agreements for what they're going to do differently, you discuss expectations and plan to reinforce what was agreed to during coaching. Let's listen. All right, we know what you're going to implement and we've agreed how you'll do it. So what do you think you can get to by using this approach?
Well, the goal is 90.
Right, but it may take a little while to get there. Let's set a target that's between where you are and where we eventually want to get to.
Okay, then let's say 80.
Yes, I think that's achievable. And I want to check in with you to see what you're finding. How about we get back together in 2 days?
Sure, that sounds great.
Great. I'll check out some of your cases in the next 2 days, and then we'll have a quick sync up. I just looked up a few of your cases from yesterday, and I saw what we talked about noted in each one. Thank you so much for the effort. How's it been going? I just looked up a few of your cases from yesterday, and I didn't see what we talked about noted in them. What happened? Did you catch the 3 steps? Let's break it down a little bit. First, quantify expectations. Agree on a target and a timeline. This is the final step of the coaching session, and it's about discussing and agreeing on an expected improvement, and then defining when you'll look for their specific agreements in action. Second, observe their work. Look for the agreed approaches in action. After the coaching, whether you're auditing cases or tickets, reviewing emails or chat transcripts, or monitoring calls, observing the team members' work is the best way to answer the #1 question following coaching. Are they attempting to apply what was agreed? Third, reinforce the coaching. Acknowledge effort or reiterate expectations. Let your team member know you noticed. Share what you saw or heard and appreciate the effort so they're motivated to continue, or reiterate the agreement for putting it into practice. Coaching for the sake of saying you did your coachings doesn't hold any value for you or your team members. It's your follow-through that demonstrates you're paying attention. There are 3 simple steps to reinforcing coaching with follow-through: quantify expectations and timing, observe work to see specific agreements in action, and communicate findings back to your team members to acknowledge effort or reiterate expectations. With a little practice, you can ensure your people know that what they do matters to you, and you'll get better results out of your coaching time investment.